Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Listen to this.
Talking about bail reforms as the end, and I know that a lot of the country is talking about bail reforms as the end-all fix-all, but ultimately, laws and writing laws do not just fix a problem with the flip of a switch.
Okay, so this is wrong and insulting on so many levels. So you have the police officers who are standing behind this Liberal MP who try every single day to go out and get the bad guy. Like, there's nobody who wants to catch bad guys more than police. And what incentive, what kind of morale do police have, not only when they're getting killed on the job, but also when they catch the bad guy only to watch them get released in the same day, maybe hours, minutes after they've been arrested for a crime? It's insanity. A 70-year-old woman buying her groceries in North York, unprovoked, is stabbed. Do we know if the perpetrator was out on bail? Not yet. But here's the reality. When you allow crime, it grows. And that is what Liberal policy has done. It is no longer safe. You know what? For the first time in my lifetime, I'm not comfortable letting my kids walk freely around. And that's what's happening. Kids aren't living their lives. They're afraid to go out. The nightlife has completely dwindled because even in Peterborough, Ontario, you have to go through a metal detector before you go into the bar because people get stabbed in the bathroom. And now, in the middle of day, broad daylight, a 70-year-old woman is stabbed while getting her groceries. And you have Liberal MPs with the audacity to stand up at a press conference in front of police officers who are trained and deeply want to catch the bad guy and put criminals where they belong in jail, has the audacity to say bail reform is not the answer. You have every premier calling for bail reform, you have every police officer calling for bail reform, and you have a Liberal MP who has the audacity to say, just let them walk free. If I'm a criminal, guess what I'm going to do more of? Crime. When there is no consequences, more crime happens. That's just common sense, and this is insulting. That Liberal MP needs to apologize, retract those comments, and she needs to listen to her Prime Minister, own Prime Minister, who said yesterday in a press conference that he was going to sit down and look at bail reform. So put your money where your mouth is, Liberals, and start doing the work. I'm sick and tired, as are many of Canadians, of what you're going to do. Stop talking about what you're going to do. Stop contradicting each other, having one MP say something, your Prime Minister say something else, and actually do something. Secondly, you have a public safety minister that wrote a letter to allow terrorists into this country. There's so much stuff. It's hard to keep track. It's hard to have hope. But you know what? Have hope. Have hope. Don't give up. I understand it's hard to read bad news all the time, every day, but it's important. It's important to know what's going on, and it's important to call this out because it's the only way it stops. And that absurdity of a press conference and those words coming out of a Liberal MP's mouth are wrong and need to be retracted and need an apology to every victim out there. Every victim who lost a family member to a person out on bail. Every victim's family and every victim who's been assaulted or raped or had their home broken into by a perpetrator out on bail. Insanity.